If only everyone heard what we were talking about in commercial. For some of us, spooky season is already here, even though we have just a little bit left of summer.
All right, everybody at the Know Where Epson House is getting ready for fall and Halloween right now.
Yeah, you want to take it?
Keep going.
Okay, Channel 3's Marcy Jones is live there right now to tell us all about it. Hello, Marcy.
Hello, you guys. We've moved back outside. We're back in the garden where we originally started. I, again, am joined by Jennifer Matos. Good morning.
Hey.
So I'm so excited to be back in the garden. For anybody who hasn't visited Noah Webster's house, of course, the inside is absolutely amazing. The outside is just as incredible. And it's really cool because we were talking about the ale event that's coming up this weekend. I know that contestants that are submitting their beers will be using some ingredients, pantry items, and then also stuff that you could find in the garden. So let's talk a little bit about that. It's so fun.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's called the Noah Webster Real Ale Harvest Festival, and I actually came up with it with my friend Ian Halpern at Harvest Wines and Spirits here in West Hartford.
Awesome.
And what we wanted to do was to offer a different type of beer fest. So this is actually a cask competition where breweries are invited to make real ale. Ooh. Real ale is a traditional method of brewing beer using a cask, and it would have been very typical of Noah Webster's time period. And we've added an extra element where the contestants or the breweries are asked to use an ingredient from either Noah Webster's 18th century dooryard garden or something from a pantry list that would have been available in the 18th century.
So give us some ideas of what could be on that eligible list to use.
Oh my gosh, so many of the herbs that would have been here in this garden, and I should just mention that our garden has been lovingly maintained by the West Hartford Garden Club for the last 50 years.
I know, and I heard that we scared the ladies off this morning. You guys, when we had our little teas earlier and we took them by surprise, Jennifer came out and she was like, we're doing round two, and they were like, we're getting out of here. So, I mean, we're talking about spooky season. We already spooked them a little bit.
Yeah, well, they work so hard out here, and the garden looks great.
They do.
So we do, yeah. So there could be different types of herbs, things you know, lavender, oregano,
rosemary,
all those types of things. But then, different types that we wouldn't necessarily think of today. Something like hyssop. We actually have our own hops here in the garden. In addition to that, we would have ingredients that you would have been able to find here in Connecticut in the 18th century. So things like quince, blueberries, gooseberries, huckleberries, all those types of things. And then we have pantry items, things that even if they didn't grow it here, that the people who lived here in West Hartford would have been able to access.
So maybe honey.
Honey would have, exactly what I was going to say. So those are all things that are eligible for a cask. And so we have over 23 breweries coming this coming Saturday. We have 2 sessions, 2 to 5 and 6 to 9. And each brewery is entering at least 1 cask. Some of them are entering 2 or even 3 casks. It's really a chance for the brewers to use their creativity and to come up with some really interesting different casks of ale.
And you won't be able to get it anywhere else. This is one of a kind.
They are just made for this event. We have live music. We'll have food available for purchase. And it's going to be a beautiful day.
I love it. I'm so excited. Now, we've lovingly dubbed this unofficially the House of Words because obviously the dictionary and all of the intense, rich history. During my teas, I said honey fuggle, which is a word that I didn't even know existed. We were talking about it. It sounds a little naughty, but it's actually a really incredible word. It means, I know, I couldn't not let this segment go by without saying it, but it means to kind of cheat somebody a little bit by talking to them sweetly and getting things out of them. You know, like spill the tea, honey, and I'll be cute to you, and then I'll go use it. So it's almost like an old school gossip, isn't it?
Yeah, it's kind of like sweet talking.
Sweet talking.
Sure.
Yeah, exactly.
You make it sound so much better than me.
It's sweet. It's honey. Right?
A honey-tongued honey smuggler came over and Okay, so let's talk a little bit about the spookiness of this season that's coming up. We have to wait until October, but you are holding auditions. You held them last night, I believe, tonight. We don't need anybody else trying out for it because you are well stocked, but tell us a little bit about this process because it's really interesting.
Yeah, so we've been running for 18 years a program called West Hartford Hauntings, which is really a theatrical tour of Old North Cemetery in West Hartford. You go on a lantern guided tour of the cemetery, and along the way you make stops and you check out different vignettes, and the vignettes are really performed by local community actors, and they're representing different periods of history that relate to the town's history, of West Hartford history. So it's a really fun and spooky way to celebrate the season, and West Hartford Hauntings will be taking place the last 2 weekends of October. Tickets are actually already on sale for that event as well.
Oh my goodness.
So,
wait, I heard them kind of doing like a woo in the are you still holding auditions? I think Scott and Kaylin really want to get involved.
oh, well,
I know.
think we can make an exception for them.
Oh, perfect.
You guys.
Hey, we got a
holding
job.
2 more spots.
Hey.
Yep, absolutely.
We'll be
Real
there.
quick, Marcy, can you ask if they're doing the Christmas gingerbread
Yes.
houses again?
Are you doing the Christmas gingerbread houses again? I feel like I know the answer.
Oh, well, maybe for them. Do they? If they, we are.
Did you just make this up?
No, we went there. I went there with 15 gay men. We had a blast.
Yeah, it's Scott Haney. Scott, what other Scott did you think?
I don't know. Scott actually has had a private party here with the gingerbread houses.
Oh,
It was
it's
fun.
a private party for Scott. Okay.
Oh,
for the
there-
elites,
all the pieces are coming together, Marcy. Everything is
Such an
coming
awesome
together.
job. And yeah, have us back. We'll talk about gingerbread.
Yeah,
All right,
we'll
thanks,
talk gingerbread.
guys. We
Yeah, maybe we
appreciate
can
it.
honeyfuggle into giving it some gingerbreads. All right, we'll get that.
Thanks, Marcy. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Oh, my God,
Thanks.
so
It's
funny.
much
What a
fun.
riot.
It was a great party, let me tell you.
It sounds like fun.
It was a lot of fun.
Okay, well, I'm waiting for my invite.
Okay.
Thank you.